because my doctors told me that trying to make my female body look like the body of a boy's would cure my distress. I'm dealing with a destroyed endocrine system and the inability to balance my own hormones.
My doctors, with their theories on gender, thought that all my problems would go away as soon as I was surgically transformed into something that vaguely resembled a boy. Their theories were wrong. The drugs and surgeries changed my body, but they did not and could not change the basic reality that I am and forever will be a female.
Just two people who transitioned as children speaking out about how they now regret it. Despite stories like theirs, numerous. Former Speaker Nancy Pelosi now says that she wants to make that kind of care available to kids nationwide. Watch.
That is something that I'm working for at the national level, and we are hoping that we can have gender affirming care for our trans kids, and that it's a sad thing for us. I'm not totally. I don't know what effect we can have nationally with what we have going on in the White House and in the Congress. It sends a terrible message to trans kids. I do know that. It's very sad for trans kids to hear public policy that says you can't do this.
It's such a joke to me, Laura, when she says it's sad for trans kids to hear public policy that you can't do this. What about the public policy of protecting them from mutilation? What about how in the criminal code, it's a felony if you hurt a child, but if you do it under guise of listening to their 9-year-old whims, apparently that's okay, and that's a voice she's listening to? This is appalling.
No, it's truly appalling. And this is a great example, Emily, as to why the Democrats have lost the majority of support in this country. They are at a 35-year low in their approval rating. It's somewhere around 33%. Because they're honing in on these very fringe issues like this that most Americans don't think about during the day. They're thinking about putting food on their table. They're thinking about filling up their gas tank, safety and security, as we've just talked about in the previous segment. They're not thinking about this. But to your point, it's even more disgusting than that, because she's advocating for mutilating children and plying them with drugs that will permanently alter them. I don't know what is going on in the Democrat Party. They need some serious leadership, because if this is the kind of stuff they're going to focus in on, they will truly lose support of more of the country.
And that's what I wanted to ask you about, is the savviness of that individual, Pelosi. Is she doing this just for show, knowing that it wouldn't pass national muster? And then if so, why? She's no longer speaker and she doesn't want to be anymore. So at the sunset end, potentially, of her career, why is she kowtowing to a very tiny slim of her party that most in her party argue have totally hijacked it?
Well, maybe she just wants street cred with her liberal base, so perhaps that's what she's doing here. But to Laura's point, she's not advocating for gender-affirming care. She's destroying gender. She's encouraging the mutilation of children. I mean, puberty blockers impact fertility. It impacts the brain. It can stunt growth. And by the way, the UK has banned indefinitely puberty blockers for under 18 after an independent commission found that there was an unacceptable risk to young people. Additionally, President Trump has done great work with trying to ban government support for these types of surgeries and you know, not even care, but abuse, I would call it. And as a result, we've seen some hospitals decide that they're no longer going to go in that direction. So thank God for him. But yeah, this is destroying children. It's not gender affirming care. It's gender destroying.
As mom of all your kids, what do they say about their peers doing this?
You know, my kids actually don't talk about this part too much, to be perfectly honest, but I can tell you, just from someone who covers campaigns, this is mind-boggling to me, because the Democrats are still trying to figure out what went wrong in 2024. And Fox News analysis showed, 55% of people asked believe that support for transgender rights in government and society has gone too far. And so Democrats continue to double down on something that was a closing argument for President Trump. It reminds me of the DNC doing their autopsy and deciding, well, we don't want to talk about Biden or Kamala Harris. So it's interesting to watch.
Yeah, throwing those numbers up on the screen that Alicia just mentioned. David, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, I think if you pull back a little more, there's another aspect or angle to this. Earlier in the day, she was at a VA center looking at VA issues, national health care, Republicans are going to kill veterans kind of approach. Nancy Pelosi's not the Nancy Pelosi of old. And if you watch her when she's in a carefully crafted statement where she comes out and makes it, she seems fine. She, to me, looks like she's mixing up what she was talking about with national health care when asked an off-the-cuff question. You have to watch the wider video, look at where she was, and you realize, one, there's no mechanism to do this in Congress. She couldn't get it done. To your point, she's not even the majority. Even then, in the majority, they couldn't do it. Two, I think she's just confused. She is known to do this. If you watch her outside of her carefully crafted statements in Congress, Congress watchers know this. And this is a case of Nancy Pelosi, to me, mixing up national health care with a question about transgender kids. It's one of the reasons that cognitive tests are needed.
But it's not inconsistent with her past views, I don't believe.
It's not
or
inconsistent.
With her parties as well.
Her inconsistencies are on display if you watch her outside.
Yeah.
And I think in this case, she just was like, oh, let me mix these things together.
But to your point, the broader point is that there are many that advocate for this. So as we discuss this here, it's important to keep it on the forefront to make sure it does not happen.
Totally.
Hey, everyone. I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.